Hi guys, today I'm going to do a how to do video, and this is how to do homemade perfect Play-Doh that doesn't have too much salt in it, that will dry up your hands and won't color onto your hands either. This is my Play-Doh, and it is completely kid safe. I've used it on the kids I've babysitted, and it's perfectly safe and unharmless. You can color it in practically anything. What you're going to need for this is a bowl, some acrylic paint, food coloring, or Kool-Aid. Anything is fine. Today I'm going to be using acrylic paints. This is my Crafters acrylic. I'm using Deep Red today, and you can get it for 99 cents at Hardware Hank. This is the stuff I have. You can let it harden, and this is some of the stuff I've made. They are roses, and they are very pretty. So what you're gonna need, you're gonna get your bowl and place mat. You're gonna need a bowl, some water, your coloring device, plastic spoons, plastic knives, and some salt and all-purpose flour. When you're done with this, you have to store it in bags, and if you're not using it or kneading with it, you should put it back into its bag, or it is going to harden right away if you're not playing with it. Sandwich bags are perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour our water into our bowl, like that, and we're going to grab the color you want of paint. I'm going to be using my acrylic red, so a deep red, and I'm just going to pour that in there. Then I'm going to grab my knife and mix it up. So your water will be colored. I think I want my color a little more. I can turn it into a purple, which I'm probably going to do today. Turn it into a purple. This is more good of red. And I'm going to add some blue. And I add enough blue. And just keep adding till you get the color you want. You can feel free to mix colors. Experiment. It's nice to experiment. Let me take the cap off. It's not coming down. Hate it when it does that. And just experiment. I'm going to keep adding some more blue until I get the purple I want, which I'm probably going to use a lot of blue. Okay, I'm starting to get a purple color. I really like this color. More like a dark purple. More like a darkish color. So just keep mixing. So now I have that. I'm going to put my knife to the side because I'm going to use it later. So now what I'm going to do is grab another bowl, and I'm going to mix my other ingredients. For this step, we do not need any measurements. We're going to put this to the side. We don't need any measurements. I think without using measurements is fine. So I'm going to just pour some flour into that. And grab some salt and pour that in. And I'm going to grab one of my plastic spoons. And I'm just going to mix it up. You need to add enough salt. Put some more in. And now your mixture for this is ready. So you're going to put this right here to the side. And you're going to grab your liquid mixture. And since I am making a big batch right now, I'm going to add 1 spoonful, 2 spoonfuls. And I'm just going to grab the thing I mixed it with earlier, and I'm just going to mix it in. And make sure you don't, it doesn't matter if you get all the clumps. As long as it is mixed in, you'll be fine. And see, this is still very liquidy. So instead of adding 2, I'm going to add 3. 2, 3. And I'm going to just mix that up. See, without measurements, it's way much better. You just keep adding until you think it's thick enough to be dough. Once it's dough, and if you want to add more, if it gets sticky, you're going to just keep adding more and more and more. And without measurements, it's actually way much better to do this. It's not that hard. You don't need to go out and search in your cabinets for different kind of cups. It's just perfect. So, and I didn't even have a measurement of water. It was just out of my drinking class. I was drinking earlier today. And I'll just keep mixing this. And since I have a lot of water, I'm going to need a lot of mixture. And so I'm going to add a lot more. And I'm going to start mixing again. And you want to mix it with your plastic knife. And I think, personally, it's much easier. And once it starts getting harder to like dough, it's way much easier. See, it's starting to get a little thick. So I'm going to add more of my mixture. And I'm going to mix that up again. And it's starting to get really thick, which is good, because we're going to turn it into dough. See, it's starting to get thick. It's a little clumpy, too. That's fine. That's just pieces of dough in there. It's not big globs of flour. And if you run out of mixture, just make some more. Once it's getting pretty thick, you don't want to make a whole lot of mixture. Just want to make a little every now and then, just in case, so you don't really waste anything. And I'll start mixing in. And as you can see, it's turning more into a dough now. If you go like this, I'm using right now, I'm just swishing it against me and swishing it to the other side. So now it's getting more like a dough, but it's not quite dough. It's still sticky and it can stick to your hands. It's more like a paste. Let me wipe my hands off. And the paste is perfectly fine. And we're just going to add some more. I'm going to use the rest in here. And if I need more, I'll just make more. So now it's getting a little bit harder. You can't really stir. So that's when you can bring a spoon in. I don't think it really makes difference if you use a spoon, but I think the spoon is more steadier than the knife. And you want to try to mix everything in so there's not really much flour left before you add more. And it's starting to get into my dough-like form I need. It's turning more of a blue instead of the red I wanted, but that's okay. I wanted more of a purple, but now it's more of a blue. So I can just make it like this and grab my paint and add more. Just like food coloring. And you just mix it up. And you see the color starting to change because it is mixing up. So you're trying to get everywhere with it. Give your hand a break sometimes. It's actually quite tiring to the arm. So now we have a really, really thick paste with little drops of red in it. It's nice. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make more of our mixture. I'm running out of salt. Hold on, I'll be right back. And I'm going to add this into my mixture. I'm going to start mixing. And now you're, see, all clumped up like this. It can't really stick to your hands anymore since of the flour. So we're going to move everything aside. We're going to grab our flour, we're going to sprinkle it down. And grab this. Get as much of this we can get out. Since it's not really dough-like, it's more of a paste right now. Paste-like dough. We're going to just like that. Clump everything together. And this part is a dirty hands-on, because once the flour kit starts kneading into it, it starts getting sticky. And now everything's like falling apart, but everything's gonna start coming all together. It's starting to stick to my hands. Especially if you have some leftover paint in there that is not really mixing well. And start kneading it. Oh, placement's going everywhere. And now, as you can see, it's starting to get a little sticky. It's sticking to my hands. The flour's kind of mixing in. So we're just going to add more flour. We're going to wash our hands with flour. I'm going to start kneading it again. And you kind of toss it back in your hand. And that's what you practically do for the rest of the time. You keep kneading it, and it will turn out like this. And then you can make whatever you want on it, and feel free to let it harden, and it's nice. And if you don't have enough color you want, add more. That's the end of my video. Okay, bye.